Now to Long Island, where a former New York State trooper found himself on the wrong side of the law. Thomas Mascia turning himself into authorities and now facing charges for allegedly staging his own shooting last year.
And Fox 5's Jessica Formoso has more on the disgraced trooper and the charges his parents are now facing.
Former New York State Trooper Thomas Mascia Jr. on the other side of the law. The 27-year-old in handcuffs and escorted by state police Monday morning after turning himself in for allegedly fabricating a story about who shot him the night of October 30th.
He failed his brothers and sisters in law enforcement, and he failed his oath as an officer.
He didn't say a word. Behind him, both of his parents also in handcuffs.
Mascia's father and his mother were also arraigned today in district court in connection with this investigation.
Police say Mascia, who was on his first day of patrols, called for backup, saying he had been shot in the leg while checking on a disabled vehicle on the shoulder of the Southern State Parkway near exit 17. That call triggered a massive multi-state manhunt for the shooter, who he described as a dark-skinned male in a dark Dodge Charger. Prosecutors say Mascia shot himself that night and staged the whole scene. He went to the Southern State Parkway, emptied 9.22 caliber shells, then drove to Hempstead Lake Park, where they say he shot himself in the leg. Authorities say he then drove home to drop off the gun. After that, he drove back to the Southern State and called for help.
This is an egregious act that occurred that not only triggered a massive response throughout the community, but it harmed the reputation of law enforcement in general.
He has been charged with tampering with evidence, falsifying documents, and official misconduct.
Did you shoot yourself that day? Why did you do it?
Whether for sympathy, attention, to ease a wounded ego, what he did is unconscionable.
Mascia resigning from the New York State Police. His parents, Dorothy and Thomas Mascia, charged with criminal possession of a firearm. Investigators say when they searched their home, they found an illegal gun in the parents' bedroom. In the 90s, Thomas Sr., who was with the NYPD, was convicted of a crime. As a convicted felon, he's not allowed to possess a gun.
Can't say anything right now. I'm sorry.
If all three are found guilty, they can face 1 to 4 years in prison. They are due back in court on February 5th. In Mineola, I'm Jessica Formoso, Fox 5 News.